The Jasper County Sheriff's Office is reaching out to the public for answers after criminals made an illegal early morning withdrawal from an Airport Drive bank, destroying an ATM in the process. Details are coming up.
For the first time in more than 100 years, deaths outpaced births in Missouri, and experts say the pandemic is at least partially to blame. And First Thursday Art Walk returns to downtown Joplin.
The four states' most watched news starts now.
The Jasper County Sheriff's Office is investigating a brazen ATM break-in that happened early this morning at a Village of Airport Drive bank. This is KOAM News at 10. KOAM's Mike Mahoney spoke to Deputy Chief Derek Walrod to learn the latest.
Customers of the community bank and trust that the Village of Airport Drive will be visiting the teller for the foreseeable future following an early morning ATM break-in.
Upon our arrival, the deputies noticed that the machine had been broken into. Short time later, we located the vehicle that was used in that. It was in the same area a few blocks away, unoccupied.
That vehicle is this Ford F-350, which was stolen from a nearby resident. Deputy Chief Derek Walrod says the owner was not aware the truck had been stolen when contacted about its recovery. Walrod also says the truck wasn't damaged when suspects hooked chains to its back and used the vehicle to rip the ATM's front off.
There was cash stolen. We don't know the exact amount. We're still investigating that. And we're still looking for any evidence we can find, and also asking for any assistance that may be out there from the public.
The deputy chief says his team is still in the process of determining how much cash was stolen and looking into possible connections to similar nearby crimes involving ATMs.
I believe there may have been one in Webb City within the last month and a half, and there's been some, I was told, around Greene County, Springfield area. So we're looking into that.
In the Village of Airport Drive, Mike Mahoney, KOAM News.
Deputy Chief Walrod says any tidbit of information that has the possibility to lead to a big break, and hopes anybody with information will come through. You can contact them by phone or leave them a tip on their tips webpage. There's a link to that in this article on KOAMnewsnow.com. A man accused of beating a man in Seneca, Missouri to death with a bat gets 15 years in prison for first-degree assault. Clarence Anderson was originally charged with second-degree murder in the 2019 death of Joshua Collier. Another suspect in the case who was charged with hindering prosecution saw their charges dismissed. Authorities are looking for the daughter of a woman found in a padlocked Joplin motel room. The manager of the Sunrise Motel found the woman on Tuesday night. The 61-year-old double amputee was sleeping in a vacant guest room. Police say the woman didn't know she had been locked inside. The woman told police her daughter took her from a nursing home in Miami and had been moving her from hotel to hotel. She said she hadn't seen her daughter since Tuesday morning and didn't know where she could be. Police have not found the daughter yet. They're not releasing any names, and they're not seeking any charges at this point. Parsons, Kansas Police Department is investigating a shooting. Police say someone shot into a home around 23rd and Crawford in Parsons just before 9 last night. The victim, a 23-year-old man, was found with a gunshot wound to the chest. Authorities do not have a suspect in the case. We've enjoyed a relatively nice day today, Doug Heavy.
Yeah, not bad at all. We had some clouds, a few random scattered showers late last night into the morning hours, but most of today we have mostly sunny skies. Temperature is pretty good, 68 for a high after a cool start of 47 during the morning hours. Clear skies, nothing is going on here. Nothing's going on across the Central Plains, but this is going to change over the next 24 hours. Look how the winds are shifting back toward the south. Out across southwestern Kansas. This is a warm front. You can see it right through here, down through southern parts of Oklahoma. This is going to press in as we head into the daytime hours tomorrow, and that's going to give us chances for showers and thunderstorms. Tonight's going to be chilly. We drop all the way back into lower 40s, 43, scattered showers and thunderstorms. The middle of the daytime hours tomorrow, nothing strong or severe, but a severe threat does enter the forecast by Saturday night. So we're going to talk about that here in just a bit.
All right, we'll talk to you then. Thanks, Doc. Joplin residents got the chance to learn about the nomination process for the National Register of Historic Places. The city's trying to get Memorial Hall on that register, and this meeting allowed residents to hear about the findings of research into the building and ask questions.
When I was talking to community members, like they remember, hey, yeah, I remember going to seeing this concert, seeing an elephant in the circus for the first time. Those types of things that, so it's a really, it's a building that's kind of central to Joplin's culture and entertainment.
Memorial Hall was built in 1925 as a war veteran memorial. More people in Missouri died in 2020 than were born, a rarity that was due in part to the COVID-19 pandemic. A provisional report from the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services says the natural decrease was the first for a complete year in 110 years. A natural increase or decrease in population is determined by subtracting the number of deaths from the number of live births. State data show there were 4,555 more deaths than births in Missouri last year. Deaths in December rose 50% over December of 2019 as the COVID pandemic peaked in mortality. 4 members of the Oklahoma legislature have announced the creation of a new bipartisan legislative Latino caucus. The founding members include Senators Michael Brooks, Jessica Garvin, and Representatives Jose Cruz and Ryan Martinez. Brooks says the caucus will help better address the unique needs of Oklahoma's Latino community, which is the state's fastest growing population group. U.S. Census data show Oklahomans who identify as Latino or Hispanic comprise more than 11% of the state's population. Still ahead, Facebook's oversight board says the website's leadership needs to investigate the company's role in the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol. And a new report shows some positive news concerning COVID-19 deaths and cases. Facebook's being told to investigate its role in the January 6th Capitol riot. That recommendation coming from the company's independent oversight board. The first news from the meeting was the board's move to uphold Facebook's decision to suspend former President Donald Trump. But there was another important aspect of the board's decision. It recommended a deeper review of the role Facebook played in the spread of election conspiracy theories. Those conspiracies, in the board's words, quote, exacerbated tensions that culminated in the violence in the United States on January 6th, end quote. The company has attempted to distance itself from the idea that its platform played a role in the insurrection. Los Angeles and San Francisco counties moved into the least restrictive coronavirus category today, marking a major reopening in California. COVID cases all across the country have dropped to the lowest point in months. Daniel Bacchus reports on the nationwide signs of progress.
Skaters are rolling again at the Church of the Eight Wills in San Francisco. They showed up as early as 5:30 in the morning.
Hanging out with all my friends here, I couldn't be happier. This is what being a part of the community is all about.
That community is back in action thanks to a robust vaccination rate in the area. The CDC says 45% of Americans have received at least one dose. In San Francisco, it's almost 75% of the population. The city could be on the verge of herd immunity.
It really is a very safe city for COVID-19 with such low cases, high rates of vaccination.
On National Nurses Day, other states with lesser vaccination rates urged residents who are hesitant to get the shot.
There's no excuse not to get vaccinated, and it's the very best way for you to keep yourself, your family, your neighbors, and your fellow Marylanders safe.
New research shows the vaccines are effective against the most dangerous variants. Pfizer's vaccine could be authorized for kids ages 12 to 15 as early as next week. Health officials in Omaha, Nebraska are preparing.
I really would love to see as many kids vaccinated before we go back to school as we can, because I think that'll really make an impact in their learning experience next year.
The CDC will hold a vote on whether to recommend the Pfizer vaccine for adolescents on Wednesday. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The COVID research group says the true death toll from the virus is likely over 900,000, 50% higher than the official count of about 580,000. Almost 1 million people signed up for 2021 health insurance coverage on the federal Affordable Care Act exchange during the first 10 weeks of President Biden's special enrollment period. That's according to data released today from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. The enrollment numbers are well over double the number who turned to the exchange in the same period over the past 2 years. During that time, enrollment was limited to those losing job-based policies and experiencing other major life events, such as divorce. Another 257,000 people seeking coverage during the special enrollment period were found to be eligible for Medicaid. After taking office in January, President Biden launched a special enrollment period that began on February 15th. Sign-ups are open through August 15th. There's been more progress in the job market. According to the Labor Department, first-time filings for weekly jobless claims fell by 92,000 to 498,000. That was better than expected. And tomorrow, we're going to get the monthly jobs report. Economists believe that nearly 1 million jobs were added last month. Moderna turns its first profit ever. The maker of one of the leading coronavirus vaccines says earnings totaled $1.2 billion in its first quarter. That was better than expected. The company also said its vaccine was shown to be 96% effective in kids between the ages of 12 and 17. A little bit later, the number 1 Frontenac Raiders softball team faces off against the number 2 team in the region, Columbus. We're going to have highlights in sports.
And thunderstorms are going to start to pick back up as we go through the next couple days. We'll break that down for you coming up. Well, after some clouds and a few random showers late last night into the morning hours, pretty good day for us today. We have partly sunny skies, actually mostly sunny skies. It looked great most of the day. Still clear outside right now. A nice shot of Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Of course, Indigo is just outside Seneca, Missouri. All right, temps over the past couple days pretty good. We hit 70 yesterday, a smidge cooler today, but still we went up to 68 as we worked into the afternoon. A little chilly now, low to mid 50s. I think we'll drop into lower 40s later on tonight, but clear skies, nothing is going on here behind the storm system that rolled through very quickly late last night into the morning hours. Out to the west, here's our next storm system. It's going to start to push waves of energy at us over the next several days, giving us chances for showers and thunderstorms, even a severe threat by the weekend. In the morning, we'll start to get clouds increasing, a few spotty showers on the Kansas and the Oklahoma side. Here's 10:30. These are going to be showers, maybe even a few thunder showers. Nothing strong, nothing severe. These will kind of work through during the middle of the day. Best chances for you to pick up some showers between about 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Then I think most of these will be out of here late afternoon. And then temperatures, pretty good. We'll warm up a little bit. 58 by noon, high temp right around 67. South winds 5 to 10. Tomorrow night, more thunderstorms pop up. You can see a warm front right through southeastern Kansas, southwestern Missouri. So these are along and north of the front, the more stable side of the front. So again, I don't think these will be severe. They could be a little bit stronger tomorrow night. They're mainly going to be in our northern and northeastern counties, and then a few scattered thunderstorms Saturday morning. But I actually think most of Saturday is going to be dry. We warm up. It's going to be kind of windy. We push 80 degrees by Saturday afternoon. So a pretty good day. And then out across central Kansas, Saturday evening, thunderstorms will start to erupt. And a few of these may get in here late evening. So this is going to be an overnight event Saturday night. The thunderstorms work in, most likely strong to severe. So we got to watch this Saturday night. And then leftover showers kind of sticking around as we go through Sunday morning. And then I think Sunday afternoon for Mother's Day looks okay. So if we break this down, we do have, I'm going to keep the threat low for severe weather, but if it looks even more promising tomorrow, we'll up it to a moderate threat. Morning storms Sunday, and then chilly and kind of just showers sticking around as we head through early next week. All right, 67 for us tomorrow, 80 on Saturday, 70 on Mother's Day, 60 on Monday with showers. So showers all the way through Wednesday, but again, the only severe threat I see is going to be mainly late Saturday into Saturday night. So that's the 8th and the 9th. I have the low threat, but again, I may raise it to a moderate threat. So that's kind of what we're going to do here. We're going to keep everything in a low threat. So this is showing you when we have the potential for severe weather, but as we get closer to events, we may have to raise it, especially the 14th through the 17th. The 20th looks like it could be a pretty big day. The 24th looks like it could be a pretty big day, but at least we only have one severe threat over the next week. So that's good news.
And most of those threats the coming month are low. We would prefer
But
no
they
threat
could go
to
up.
low threat.
Yes.
All right, I understand that. Thanks, Doug. And for the first time since the pandemic began, the first Thursday Art Walk actually involves walking. Nice night for it. The Art Walk happened in person for the first time in more than a year. There were some changes, like a limited number of venues and some mask requirements, but venues were happy to have people coming in to look at art in person again.
I am so happy that we are in a position we can get back to that, hopefully every day. We just want people to come in and we want to share art with people. We want to look at people's art. We want to teach people art. And, we just want to share those feelings of community with everybody.
It was on in downtown Joplin. Tonight also kicked off the 14th year of the first Thursday Art Walk. Area middle and high schoolers came to Pittsburgh for a drone competition. For the past several weeks, teams from Fredonia Middle School, Frontenac High School, and Fort Scott Middle School have been using drones and building courses for the drones. Today they built arenas for the competitions, judges to fly drones through. The drones used by the schools were on loan from Pittsco, which also donated supplies for practice arenas. Coming up in sports, Frontenac and Columbus softball square off for a league championship. Plus, College Heights knocks off Mount Vernon to move on to the state quarterfinals. Jacob Leonard has the highlights next.
The Columbus Titans host the Frontenac Raiders tonight in one of the biggest softball matchups of the season in Southeast Kansas. Now, the two teams are currently number 1 and number 2 in the regional standings coming into the night. Now, the Titans are 15-3 overall. Frontenac 1 game back at 14-4. In game 1, the ball gets away here. Annie Lee scores. Frontenac gets 2 in the top of the first. Now 2-2 and the second base is loaded for the Titans. Check it out. Heather Arnett starts it. Lee turns a double play to get out of the jam. Look at this. Coach Rooms, I love it. Clearly pumped up. Raiders up 3-2 in the fourth until Evie Parsons gets the bunt laid down. Run scores to make it 3-3. Frontenac gets the lead to 7-3, but in the seventh, Evie Parsons back to work, drops it into right. Columbus would pull within 2. Mia Brown, though, gets the ground out to end the ball game. Frontenac wins game 1 7-5. They're tied in the standings after that, so it comes down to this one. Frontenac wins it 6-3, and with that win, the Raiders claim both the CNC League Championship and the number 1 seed in the regional tournament. Well, tonight is championship night at the Class II District 6 softball tournament in Mount Vernon. The hometown Mountaineers have a chance to claim a district title in front of their home crowd, facing College Heights this evening. The winner of this one moves on to play in the Class II state quarterfinals next Thursday. In the third, with 2 outs, Lane Jackson base hit out to left center. Sarah Painter and Chloe Williamson both score. College Heights up 2-1. The bottom half, Josie McChesney gets a piece of it, enough for Allie Burke to score. Tie ball game. Then Avery Good pulls it to left. The run scores. Cougars back on top. Here's Jaylene Johnson. Check it out. Over the fence. 2-run jack. Cougars score 4 in the 6th to extend their lead. Mount Vernon pulls within a few, but College Heights claims the district title 9-6.
From a couple years ago, only winning 3 games to all the hard work they've put in, and to come away, with the best record in school history, and now conference champs and district champs. They're really doing a phenomenal job this season, and if they keep playing the way they're playing, the sky's the limit.
Other district championship games tonight. Diamond claims the Class II District 5 title with a 9-8 win over East Newton. It'll be Diamond and College Heights in the state quarterfinals next Thursday. Class 1 District 6, Hume wins the district championship, beating Jasper 11-4. The Baxter Springs Lions are CNC baseball champs. The Lions needed 1 win tonight against Galena to claim the outright league championship. They ended up getting 2, sweeping a doubleheader from the Bulldogs. Now, with those wins tonight, Baxter Springs is 10-2 in the CNC and 16-3 overall in their first season under head coach Cord Baldwin.
I don't think we've actually won conference outright in the 9 years that I've been here, 8 with Coach Mercer and now with me. It's the first year we won it outright. It's the first year as head coach. I'm just kind of riding a wave of emotions. This team keeps us our highs and lows, but they always bounce back. That strong senior leadership of those 9 guys really sets the tone for our team. They want to win, they want to be the best, and when they don't get any recognition for it, they really want to keep fighting.
That's a look at sports. We're back with more news after this.
Take time now to honor a local veteran, Seaman Clarence Thornton. The South Coffeyville, Oklahoma native served in the U.S. Navy. And we are proud to salute Seaman Clarence Thornton. He's tonight's 4-state hero. You could have the chance to go to space. This very year, Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin is set to launch its first commercial passenger mission on July 20th. The fully autonomous spacecraft, New Shepard, can carry 6 passengers, and one of them will be reserved for the winner of an online auction. Anyone can place a bid on the company's website. Yeah, that includes you. The first round of bidding is going on now through May 19th. It's sealed, so no one can see how much other people offered. Blue Origin has not released who else will be on that first flight or how much they paid for their seats, but I'm thinking it's probably a pretty penny.
I'm sure it is.
Chances of rain tomorrow.
Yeah, so inside our atmosphere, we're going to get scattered showers, even a few thunder showers, nothing strong or severe, but a severe threat Saturday night.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's take care of ourselves and each other.